My name is Linda, and in 2014, age 23, I was diagnosed with an ameloblastoma. Almost 4 years ago, I noticed I had a bump on the left side of my jaw. Initially, I didn't really think too much of it. I just thought it's a bump, it will go down. And then my brother was telling me, no, you need to go and see your GP. So I went to see the GP, but she wasn't able to tell me what the problem was. So I went to my dentist a couple of days later, and my dentist gave an idea as to what she thought it was. And the following day, I went to Guy's Hospital to the emergency department, and they took a little sample of my gum, which was very painful, and were able to tell me that it was an ameloblastoma, so a cyst. I was quite shocked, to be honest, because the doctor I saw at Guy's Hospital, before I started seeing Professor McGirt, he said from the x-ray it looked as though it was something that had been there for quite some time but had sort of gone undetected. So I was a bit confused because I'd had braces beforehand, so I thought surely if something was there it would have been picked up. So yeah, I was just quite shocked, and it was a lot to take in. At the time, I was told that if I were to maybe go to another hospital, it would be a case of the doctors basically cutting out my jaw and me having no teeth along the bottom, and that just made me cry. I just broke down in tears because I just thought, I'm so young, that's the last thing that I would actually want to happen. But then Professor McGirt did sort of talk to me about another option, which was obviously injecting a solution into my jaw initially, which would sort of help the cyst to go down in size. And that for me seemed like the better option, so I went with that. Obviously the impact in terms of like my friends and family, they were all sort of really supportive of what I was going through at the time, and I still had to go to work as well, so as time went on my jaw just started growing in size, and obviously meant I had to go for appointments. So the head teacher at the school where I was at, she was sort of sympathetic, and she allowed me to take the time off to go for my appointment. So yeah, basically friends and family were very supportive and always there to sort of just listen. If I needed someone to come with me for an appointment, then somebody would offer to come. So everyone was really supportive. Initially, this was back in March 2015, they put me to sleep, and the idea was to inject a solution, leave it in for about 20 minutes, drain that out and repeat the process again. And I would say it was definitely worthwhile. It was good in the sense that my jaw then started to reduce in size. Within a matter of less than 2 weeks, my jaw had started to go down. So if you had seen me just before the surgery and a few weeks later, also my birthday was in March as well, so by my birthday my jaw had gone down, so you wouldn't have known that something was wrong. So that was the initial procedure that they did. And then was it last year March again, they did a slightly different procedure where they cut a hole in my gum, and I had a tube probably about this size inserted, and I kept that in for sort of just over a year. And that, I guess the whole point of having that was to help reduce the size of the ameloblastoma. And so whenever I'd go for x-rays, they'll be able to see what the difference was over time. And it made a big difference, because if maybe they had decided to do the procedure a little while beforehand, they may have had to take out 8 teeth, whereas this time they only took out 4. So it was definitely worthwhile going through that. The advice I'll probably give to someone who's going through this journey is definitely try and make sure you've got some sort of support system, whether it's family or friends, but also find out what options you have and don't just go with the first thing that you're told, because if I had maybe gone to another hospital, I could have been told, okay, we're going to have to cut everything out, you're going to lose all your teeth and that's it. And so for me, I feel like it was good that I was told of what my options are. So it's definitely important just to find out what your options are and really think about it if that is what you want to go with. Yeah, that's what I'll say.